medium for, it requires a 6mm or 5mm. I'm going to use 5, and this is antique white, and I'm using Karen Blossom Cake. I wanted to try this. It requires a 6mm, but I'm going to use 5. This is cotton and acrylic. It's called Tide Pool. So it's an absolute mess, so I'm going to ball some up so that I could use it, because right now pulling from this is hard. So now I know why it was such a mess. Somebody clearly had bought this and returned it, and this was not attached. This was cut off, which is fine. I could use this for something. I'll put it aside because I usually don't have issues pulling from the skein. So it was interesting that this was such a mess, but it's because somebody had undone it and cut it off. So okay, I'm gonna start. I'm really excited. I don't think I talked about what I'm going to be doing with this, so let me tell you. So the plan is that I am going to be making a baby blanket for a close friend of ours that just found out they're having a kid, and I'm going to be using this as the base and then this as the other color in it. I like the ombre. I'll put a picture up here of what I want it to look like, and I think it would look really cool with an ombre color. I forgot the name of the stitch. I'll also write the name of the stitch on the screen, but I'm really excited, and I am trying to get this done in 3 days. It is now Monday night, and I'm trying to get this done for Saturday. So let's get started. Alright, so this is where we're at for right now. And I'm kind of just winging it, to be honest. I'm just going with how I feel, because initially I was just going to do like this variation and let the colors change, and I was like, it feels too boring. So I decided, and I was like, it could be softer. So I decided to incorporate these puffs, which I think was a great idea. And then so I'm just kind of continue variating. I made this broad band because here I'm going to do the baby's last name, and then up here I'm gonna just keep going. I don't think I'm gonna make this broad of a band again, but who knows, I might change my mind and be like, no, it will look good with a repeat. But yeah, it's kind of just a work in progress and how I feel and what it needs. And then after all of this, I'm going to do I think a pretty thick border around it. It's pretty small. It's like a really newborn blanket, and because I have to finish this in a few days, it is now Tuesday morning. I really want to make sure that I have time to make sure to get it all done. But yeah, I'm gonna continue. I'm pumping, and literally every morning, every 3 hours when I wake up to pump, I work on a project, and this is what I'm doing today. Alright, we are looking good. So we're two of the way through. This will be the center of it, and then I'm just going to repeat from here down to get to the rest of it. So I guess I am going to have this little space here for the rest of it, but that's okay. I'm just gonna have the name etched right there. I think it's gonna look pretty good. And then I have to decide what I want the border to be. I thought I knew. I always think I know, but I'm gonna do some research and then I'm gonna choose. So I'll show you what that looks like when I get to it. Okay, so will you hold this up for me so I could show the camera? So right now this is what it's looking like, and it looks kind of like a dishcloth, and I don't know how to feel about that. These stripes remind me of a dishcloth. It's pretty, but I think I need to figure out a way to make it more interesting and not a dishcloth. Because what I didn't realize is when I doubled up on the rows, I changed like what my initial design was. I put a picture of what it was supposed to look like here, and because I put 2 rows of the same color, it obviously just made it look like lines, and so it's giving me dishcloth. But I'm not undoing this, so I need to figure out a way of making it more interesting. Like the puffs are nice, but something needs to happen. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. The next step is to start the border, and I'm just gonna start that by doing double crochet in this hunter green color all around, and then I'll show you what I'm doing after that. Okay, so this is where we're at. I finished the letters, and now I have to pin it all down so it's laying flat and nice. And then I'm going to take my needle to it and whip around it, and I will be done. So I'll show you guys the results when it's all done.